Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host, Dexter Arafiles. One of my favorite fighting game series of all time has got to be Street Fighter. My favorite character is Ryu, and my second choice is no other than his best friend, Ken Masters. I went to Anime Expo in hopes to find Figuarts Ken, and for the first 2 days of the con, no one had him. But on Saturday, a toy booth got a shipment from Japan, and to my surprise, there he was. So, I had to get him. Was he worth the purchase? Let's find out in this toy review of Ken Masters from Street Fighter by SH Figuarts. Like most of my reviews, let's start out with the negatives. My biggest gripe is that he isn't Street Fighter V Ken to supposedly match the Street Fighter V Ryu by SH Figuarts. My theory is that Figuarts were making Street Fighter 4 figures before 5 was announced, and just kept the molds rather than make new Street Fighter 5 figures. I wanted a Street Fighter 5 Ken, and I know what you're thinking, just get a Storm Collectibles Ken. No, it's not to scale with Figuarts, and my experience with Storm Hot Ryu hasn't been good. I even contacted Storm to fix my Ryu, but to no avail. Besides that, what you have here is a great looking Ken, regardless of what Street Fighter game he comes from. His red gi is perfectly shaded and his skin tone is well done. The overall matte finish is also really nice and gives him a premium look and feel. Looking at the face, it's a standard Ken face. It's not quite Street Fighter 4 Ken, and it's not quite Street Fighter 3 Ken, but it seems to lean more towards Street Fighter 4 Ken. Honestly, I'm not sure. Which Street Fighter game does this Ken come from? Tell me what you think down in the comments down below. The details on his face are nice, but I think his eyes on the default face is a little bit cross-eyed, but not a big deal to be honest. The hair is perfect, with his signature blonde hair and a gradient of brown by his mullet. Lastly, the musculature is absolutely perfect, and the shading and matte finish make it look even better. Overall, I love what Figuarts has done with this Ken, and I am glad to have him in my collection. Looking at scale, he stands at about 6 inches tall, and here he is with my Figuarts Hot Ryu Custom, Marvel Legends Deadpool, Revoltech Captain America, and Figma Link. As you can see, he scales really well with other figures from different companies. Looking at articulation, he has an up and down at the toe, up and down at the ankle, bend at the knee, signature triple joint at the upper leg, twist at the waist, ab crunch, butterfly joints at the shoulder, double jointed elbow, ball jointed wrist, and 2 joints at the neck, giving a total of about 26 points of articulation. A standard for Figuarts, and he poses really well with nice tight joints. Two extra faces, flame effect piece, 3 extra hands, and background is what you get with this figure. First, let's look at the background. It is the background from Street Fighter 4, and it's nice that you get one, but to me this Ken isn't quite Street Fighter 4 Ken. Regardless, I love this background, and I'm glad that it comes with it. The faces that you get are neutral face, yelling face, and half grin face. All these faces fit the character well. The flame effect piece is amazing, and I love this effect as it can be used for his signature Shoryuken. It fits in his hand nicely, and it has a transparent color of yellow with a gradient of orange at the tail. Also, to my surprise, it fits his foot for his Street Fighter V Super finishing move. I really love that it does this, but you need to put him on a stand to get this done. Lastly, his extra hands are really nice, as you can do a Hadouken with the open hands, and you can use the effect from Ryu. Also, I love that this finger hand comes with him, as it shows off his cocky attitude. In conclusion, I love this figure, and the only negative, as I said before, is that he is not affiliated with any other Street Fighter games. He's essentially a basic Ken figure. He does closely resemble Street Fighter IV Ken as I look closely, but since there is no true label on the box and his face is not quite Street Fighter IV, I can't truly say he's a Street Fighter IV Ken. But this whole time while I was wondering which Ken this is, I just came to the conclusion it really doesn't matter. He's a great figure. He looks great, he has all the tight joints thanks to the Figuarts quality control, and his effect pieces are amazing. Therefore, this figure is an easy buy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here, not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here. Yeah.